Thank you, Eric. Thank you, President and Kadri. Good afternoon, everyone. Just to focus on the financial side of the energy issues, what we're doing today is working on the nexus between energy markets and financial markets. And as you know, my role as Commissioner has financial stability at its very heart. So the measures we propose, and I will give you details shortly, are both targeted and time-limited. And they're focusing on easing the liquidity stress that some energy companies have faced in meeting their margin requirements and on tackling the extreme price volatility on energy derivative markets. In doing this, we've worked really closely with our regulators, so ESMA and national regulators, and sought their guidance as to how we would do this, mindful of the need to address the liquidity issues, but clearly mindful of the need for financial stability. I want to thank our finance ministers for their contribution. And indeed, our work with the European Parliament is paramount to deliver. So first I want to deal with the trading side. We're proposing a temporary measure as part of the emergency instrument, a so-called intraday price spike collar. Now what this is about is smoothing excessive volatility and price spikes in gas and electricity derivative markets. It is a price collar that limits extreme changes in a short period of time. And in that sense, it's not intending to prevent prices from moving upwards or indeed downwards, but rather to ensure that these movements are more incremental than what we observed at some times over the past months. EU trading venues for energy derivatives will have to put such a tool in place by the end of January under the control of national and European regulators. But in the interim period, we will be asking EU trading venues to set up intraday volatility tools that would broadly achieve the same result. My second point is around the issue of collateral. We know some energy market participants have experienced pressures on liquidity because of higher margin calls linked to rising energy prices. Usually collateral is provided in the form of cash. Today we're adopting a delegated act that expands the list of what these companies can use as collateral, and we're doing this on a temporary basis. Energy firms will be allowed to use uncollateralised bank guarantees, and all market participants will be allowed to use public guarantees. Again, we're following the advice of ESMA on this and striking the right balance between helping energy operators and maintaining financial stability. The third measure is also related to energy derivatives markets, and this is an amendment to another delegated act for energy firms using OTCs, over-the-counter energy derivatives. We're raising the clearing threshold from 3 billion today to 4 billion euros. And below this €4 billion threshold, firms using over-the-counter derivatives will not have to provide margins for the bilateral trades. And again, this is in line with ESMA's recommendations, reflecting the sharp price rises in energy derivatives. On benchmarks, I think, Kadri, you have covered that very well, and we work together on achieving the proposal you have outlined, and clearly also to encourage, when the benchmark is in place, that it is used so that it will impact derivative markets as well. I believe that what we are proposing today on the energy, or rather the nexus between the financial markets and energy, will make a real difference to energy operators and to energy markets. And in the short to medium term, that will help alleviate pressure on consumers and businesses who are experiencing energy price rises right now. But at the same time, we are staying vigilant when it comes to financial stability. Thank you.
Thank you very much.